Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I post Middle Eastern fragrance reviews on this particular channel. If you're new and that style of content is something that you like, please do consider joining us by subscribing. And to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. I do have a second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. On that channel, I feature Western fragrance reviews as well as vlogs. The link of that channel is on the top of this particular page where you'll find my photograph. Just below that, you will see two links, which is one link that will take you to CeeChronicles Unscripted and a second link that will take you to a PayPal donate page. Today, I am responding to a request by Deborah Ingram 6915. She has been binge watching my videos. Thank you so much, Deborah. So when she requested that I do a Middle Eastern coconut fragrances, I just had, I felt I had to do it as soon as possible, just as a thank you. She has been commenting literally every day, watching back to back. I mean, from the videos I posted even 3 years ago. I mean, the ones that I'm not even happy to look at today because I was quite amateurish, then. So Deborah Ingram, this is for you and for anybody who loves coconut forward fragrances. I'm going to start with one from Paris Corner. All the fragrances that I have here, we have literally done reviews of them. So I'm going to tell you what fragrance it is and how the coconut is coconutting in that fragrance. So Kahila Platinum is number one here and it's of Paris Corner. Now, this is somewhat of a masculine toned fragrance, but not too busy on that masculine theme, right? So it's going to give you about 65% masculine vibes, but it is a coconut that interprets as bubblegummy there, summery, not necessarily suntanny, but it does have the inclusion of that coconut note, right? So it is here as a recommendation and it's sitting on number one. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be telling you the ones that feel like a drunken coconut. And this, let me say, I will not class as like a really like a creamy, like a drunken type of coconut. So if you are looking for that style of coconut, this is just here because it is a Middle Eastern fragrance with a coconut tone, but it doesn't necessarily have that prominent coconut there that is doing the most. So this is just an honorable mention if you ask. Number two is going to be Montaigne Cocoa. This is of Maison Alhambra, inspired by cocoa vanille or something by Mancera. This has got one of the best mix of the coconut and the vanilla, and both are giving each other a chance. Some of you are going to smell the coconut the most, right? So this is like a very realistic coconut forward fragrance right there. It's going to give you a creamy tone, but the creamy tonic tone is balanced by that vanilla. I just have to make it clear that yes, this is coconutty, this is very tropical, this is a bit suntanny there, but it shares an equal shine with the vanilla there at the same time. So you got to love both. So say for instance you did not like vanilla, this might be a bit too vanilla forward, right? Because both of those notes are doing the most. But yes, it is a recommendation here. Montaigne Cocoa from the house Maison Alhambra, guys, is not going to disappoint. One beast from that house, because with Maison Alhambras it's often a hit or a miss, right? So this I would call beastly because the performance is great. It's sitting on the second position. Number three, guys, is going to be from Paris Corner, Phenomenal Quatorze, and this one is 16, okay, from the North Stage collection. This kind of has the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc kind of coconut tone in it. If you have smelled how that Soleil Blanc coconut interprets, it's subtle, it's in the background, it's kind of buttery there. It doesn't scream as much as the coconut in here, but it's going to give you somewhat of a coconut tone, right? But the coconut is like in the background, just a softened coconut there in the background, trying not to push it, almost as if it's, trying to say I'm classy, I'm not going to be that drunken type of coconut. But yes, there is a coconut in here, albeit very soft. Okay, so this is Phenomenal Quatorze from North Stage subsidiary of Paris Corner, and it's the third one on the lineup. And then we have a coconut doing the most, right? This is actually a cross between a coconut and a butter. I said this, when I reviewed this, that this is very milky, this is very buttery, this is very dessert-like. It is lactonic, very, very lactonic, very creamy. It's almost as if you had a dessert or like ice cream that felt very rich, if you know what I mean. The sort that after you eat it, you're probably gonna feel full for a while, because it just has that thing where just smelling it off the nozzle there can be a little bit too much. Okay, so this is going to be the coconut for the utmost lactonic fragrance lover, utmost coconut fragrance lover. That one that says, I love milky fragrances, creamy fragrances. I love my coconut to be doing the most. That's what you're going to get from Caid Alphasan. But do take note that this one is the unlimited edition. They have the black one. So if you're going to go with just Caid Alphasan and not pay attention to the fact that this is off a white bottle, you might get the wrong one. Okay, so this is the unlimited edition. Coconut bomb, coconut on steroids. They recommend this with my eyes closed. Do check this one out. If you love that note, guys. It's the fourth one on the lineup. I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 honorable mentions before the end of this video, because like I said, we're trying to keep it Middle Eastern on this channel, right? So I'm going to give you some honorable mentions, because one I do not have, the other one I decluttered a few days ago. Okay, another fragrance that contains coconut is this one. I love the package for Musaman. I love the Musaman packaging. I know some people say, oh, the snake, you know, makes us feel some type of way. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about Turak, the one that Quinton Bish did for Latafa, because that one has got a snake as well. So I don't know how you're going to feel, guys, but I personally don't have a problem. I think this is one of the nicest bottles in my collection, actually, okay? So this is your soft interpretation of that coconut. This doesn't come across as sticky. It doesn't come across as suntany. It is just an underlying coconut presented together with a sandalwood, that sort of thing. So it's a coconut sandalwood type of thing, and they kind of share the same shine, just like I said with that Montaigne vanilla, where the vanilla and the coconut are kind of balanced there. Okay, so it's going to depend on your nose whether what you're going to be able to extract the most is a coconut or the sandalwood. For some in Musaman White Intense, they're going to say they're getting just a sandalwood. Okay, but this does have coconut, a coconut that is not really lotiony, a coconut that doesn't push this to become a tropical fragrance, although you can of course wear it in that type of weather, but it doesn't give you like the quintessential kind of tropical vibe. But yes, this contains coconut, and it's a beautiful DNA, guys. Overall, this is one of the Latafas that I really like, guys, and I've always recommended this one for anybody who has any doubt. So far I haven't come across a fragrance of theirs that smells like this. So this is one of the new creations from the house. Okay, Musaman White Intense. We're gonna put it back in its case, because I don't want to maybe break this and lose the bottle or have it wobble and stuff like that, because I'd love to preserve it like that. Okay, another coconut forward fragrance is going to be Pink Fame. We featured this fragrance independently, and then we featured it side by side with Alien Goddess, which is what it's drawing its inspiration from. Unfortunately, most of you guys are saying you cannot find this fragrance, but hopefully Fragrance World will hit to the core and try to maybe make sure that the distribution is improved there. Pink Fame, guys, has a mix of the florals and the coconut, right? And this is topped up with like that cashmere and feel around it, vanilla, and a mix of especially that jasmine doing the most. So do expect a tussle between the coconut and the jasmine, especially in this one. It is a coconut forward fragrance, but it's not as coconutty as this. When people request for coconut fragrances, I always try to make sure that I explain the differences, because there's this coconut here and there's this coconut here. These two coconuts are not the same. One is like a drunken coconut and one is like a coconut backdrop. So all I can say, guys, is yes, this one has coconut. The coconut is quite prominent, but it's not as milky as the coconut is in there. Do expect it to carry the florals, especially that prominent jasmine. So if you like your coconut punched up with that jasmine, you're gonna love this. And to top it off, it is an Alien Goddess clone. And then we have Yara 2 Skies, a fragrance that's mango forward, but that mango is sharing the same limelight with the coconut. So this gives tropical creamy vibes, fruity vibes. It gives santani vibes, right? It also gives lactonic vibes. So this is definitely another coconut forward fragrance that I thought to recommend on this channel. It's Yara 2 Skies, and we have a full review of this one. As an honorable mention, I'm going to show you this bottle, but the actual fragrance I intend to talk about I have since decluttered. This is off Paris Corner. This one is Forbidden Sugar, but it's not the one we're talking about. I just want to make sure that I do not confuse you. With this bottle, they released another one called Wayward Charlie. That one is coconut and manoi oil on steroids. It's like a coconut that will make you dizzy. It is coconut. I let it go, but I realized that even in my review and even as I let it go, a lot of people were saying, why? Because they love that fragrance, guys. It's kind of in the same vein as Orchid Soleil by Tom Ford. Although because it comes in this bottle, they were going for Frank Buckler's cocaine. If you can get your hands on Wayward Charlie, you got to thank me, especially if you love the coconut doing the most in that manoi oil. So it's going to be all about the coconut in that fragrance, guys, especially manoi oil. Okay, so because I remember in the video where I did the review, somebody was saying no, it's not coconut, it's manoi oil. Is very coconutty, guys, please. So yeah, that fragrance is one that you ought to check out. Another honorable mention is going to be Ad Al Zafran Turab Al Dabab. It's a soapy, clean, coconutty scent. Okay, so it's going to give you like a soapy interpretation of the coconut. So if you want one from Ad Al Zafran, they have one called Turab Al Dabab. Okay, before the last one is going to be this one. Okay, from Keali, this is Utopia Vanilla Cocoa. This Utopia Vanilla Cocoa vibes almost the same as Montaigne Vanilla. It does look like it draws its inspiration from that Mancera Cocoa Vanilla. Okay, this is another drunken coconut, very nice, creamy, tonic coconut mixing with a vanilla. I think this is one of the best ones from Keali. I haven't smelled the lychee and the oud collection that they released. I haven't smelled any of those, but I still say Utopia Vanilla Cocoa, After Vanilla 28, Yum Pistachio. These are still my top 3, guys. So yeah. Oh no, I have to also say vanilla, the Vanilla Royale sugared patchouli. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It doesn't have coconut, but I was just trying to tell you about the ones I love the most. So if you're looking for a coconut forward fragrance from the house of Keali, you can buy Utopia Vanilla Cocoa. It's going to give you a good serving, a good dose of that coconut. The last one is going to be from Mix Bar. This is a company I have discovered, and I'm going crazy over this company because they know what they're doing. Okay, Mix Bar is accessible in Target and in Clicks. They have this one called Coconut Palm. If you love coconut, you're gonna love this. The only thing with this one is it's very sweet, very sticky sweet, like a candied type of coconut there, where you will have like a candy cloud for a good 2 hours, very sticky candy cloud for 2 hours, after which the coconut will then present the way you would expect it to have presented in the onset, where it gets its own time to shine in the 2 hour mark there, and you'll be wrapped around a very nice soft coconut. But initially it's going to start off as a sticky sweet coconut carrying a vanilla there helping it out. So yeah, those are the recommendations that I have for you. This one is not Middle Eastern, guys. This one is actually a company in the United States, but I just thought to drop it because I think some of you guys are going to be able to access this one, especially if you've got a Target near you. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we'll obviously discuss more about fragrances. Let me know of other coconut fragrance recommendations, especially from the Middle East, that I may have omitted. I know they're not limited to. This is just my collection. There's more out there. Do turn on post notifications, guys, while you're at it. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.